Village is a sponsor of this video. Thank you, Village. Go buy Village Pizza. Woo! Don't question it. 1, 2, 3. What's up, Perry County? Welcome back to the Perry County Podcast, Perry County's #1 podcast. Thank you all so much for listening and watching. That means a lot to me. Thank you, guys. All right, what's up, boys?
How's it going, boys?
It's going.
It is going.
It's been a wild last 30 minutes.
It really has.
Yeah, it has been. Right before filming this, we actually had an incident. We'll get into it once we go into the... it was a funny incident with Trent.
I swear, can't nothing ever be simple with us at this point.
No, never.
I'll tell you what, speaking of incidents, this podcast has been an incident. We've tried to film it one time, and the camera ran out of storage while we were in the middle of filming it, and we've disregarded that, and yeah, we're starting from the beginning, so.
Here we go.
So I guess this is episode 21.5.
Something like that.
Yeah, but today's guest is Jordan Bell, also known as Chip. Howdy.
Nice having you on.
I've done seen you today and every other day.
So how's it feel sitting down for the second time on the set of the Perry County Podcast?
Back again.
I already ate all my food, by the way. I don't have a plate.
It was smacking today.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Village
hungry.
Pizza. 10 out of 10. Always, and especially today. Ooh, as soon as I got in the truck with it, I started eating some of it. I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean, that's all right, man. That's all right.
Hey, that's okay. I mean, you can't resist.
I mean, when it's the home of pizza in Perry County, obviously,
you can't resist.
you know, there's some leeway. But, Chip, what's up? How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
You know,
Pretty good.
Chip, I mean, obviously, last time you were in something of mine, it was kind of the boxing league, you know. You and Trenton boxed, Ellis and Andrew boxed, and I boxed Swain.
Mm-hmm.
Which was out of the blue, by the way.
Yeah, was not.
That
And
was special.
speaking of Swain, me and Connor have a little story with Swain as of yesterday.
It sounds like the Perry County Dispatch is actually
Trying to get a hold of
trying
Finn.
to get to hold of Finn, because there's a fire down there on Crooked Creek. Our hearts are with y'all folks down there, whoever. I hope y'all are safe.
Yeah, I didn't think it would go off in here, but I just got proved wrong.
Exactly.
Well, if there is the odd chance that Andrew has to leave, Andrew has to leave, and
Here's what it is, man.
so yeah.
Me and Connor now, hey, who knows? We may start a business towing cars.
Yeah, I towed my first car yesterday with a car loader,
Little car hauler.
Yeah.
just like pulling a trailer, man.
Honestly, I felt like it pulled better
I
than
pulled
pulling.
Yeah, I think
Nathan
that'd be
Swain's
more simple.
Mitsubishi.
Really?
Yeah.
His little
Found
Mitsubishi
out
Eclipse.
Daniel's
Was your truck?
driveway.
That's what's up.
Um,
All it was just like the little, 5-foot long car hauler where you just put the front tires up on it
Yeah, the ones
and
like
it
you get,
sways.
like the ones that you haul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, my neighbor had one of those because if not, I don't know what we were going to use to haul it because
No telling.
there was no way in the world that the only other trailer we had available to us would have been pulled by either one of our vehicles. Because it was like probably a 3,000-pound trailer
Oh God.
yeah.
or more, and no, it was definitely more than 3,000. Probably like a 3 or 4 ton trailer, not
Is
1,000.
this car a 4-door or 2-door?
It's a two-door.
2-door.
Dude, that car fits him.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all seen it. It's loud. Dude.
I can
It's,
imagine it in my head, but I
sounds
just can't
clean.
think of what it is.
But
2001 soft top convertible Mitsubishi Eclipse off of Too Fast, Too Furious. It has the wrap and everything.
Daggone.
It could use a new wrap because it's been sun faded a little bit.
yeah, I'd say it could use a new wrap, but it
It still
sounds
looks good.
clean. I mean, it's just I like the way it sounds.
The way
Well, it seems like the Daytona 500 is going on outside, and we didn't know it. But
Yeah.
that sounded like a motorcycle.
Going back to that boxing deal. I'm telling you, for the longest, I was so scared because the first match, actual fighting.
And it's in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah, I was so nervous.
Yeah, see, like I don't. My first little match was in front of. Like first ever time I put on the gloves and boxed anybody was Ellis, and the only people around was Trenton and JW, and my mom and my brother.
Yeah, they witnessed that. I don't think your mom was too pleased.
No, I don't think my parents ever really liked the whole boxing idea, but it's something that we pursued.
I mean, whenever we done the boxing league, though, we made people sign waivers.
Yeah. Sign
Like,
a waiver.
It was
The
done.
legality was there.
I mean, your mom legitimately signed yours.
Yeah.
I
she
put a
signed it.
parent spot on there.
She was more worried about Trenton than me.
She's
And
like,
I
"Are
don't
you
know
gonna
why.
hurt somebody?"
Yeah, she was like, "Are you really about to go box?" I was like, "Yeah, it's for fun. No,
I was about to say, like,
no
it wasn't.
beef.
No, there was nothing there.
Trained a whole month or two.
And that's not what we want. I don't want any beef. I don't want people to be like they can't. Oh, they're gonna actually fight around each other. No, I don't want that. I just want people to come down and enjoy the sport. It's fun.
Yeah,
And
I was about to say, I mean,
like, what-
boxing's not bad.
this is our last summer. You think about it. We're seniors. This is our summer. You know, whatever. We're all gonna go to work. Go to different schools, whatever. I mean, yeah, you'll have some people that go to the same schools, but we ain't gonna see everybody.
No, for
You know?
the most part, this is it.
And like during the summer, a good way for us to come around. Obviously, I'm gonna hold more. There's gonna be a Tinin's boxing too. Don't have a date for it. Don't have the card yet, but anybody looking interested for it, I mean, just shoot me a text. I'm definitely in. But yeah,
The wind's blowing outside.
it's
and
a good.
making
It's
some
like a
weird
good thing
noises
for the
in
county. I feel like for us,
Well,
because like there's worse things you could be out doing. You could be out doing anything else. But like, say it's like a Saturday during the day, boxing. Just
Yeah.
come watch it. Get a little sport. It's fun.
It's fun. Like in the boxing gloves, you don't really feel nothing unless you're getting waylaid in the back of the head. But
Get hit in the back of the head or take a good shot to the kidney. You
Oh.
feel that one.
Yeah, you feel
yeah.
that one. You feel that one.
when we were in training,
Or-
and y'all came to my gym, and I sparred Andrew for the first time ever sparring boxing, he popped me right in the kidney, and I'm not gonna lie, I could not pee for a day. I'm deadly honest.
I
about
was.
that.
I was.
Yeah, I remember you
looking
saying
at
something
you.
about that. That was y'all sparring. Y'all were just back and forth. Like y'all were just hitting
I
each
was
other
so
hard.
nervous because that was the first time putting on gloves.
Y'all were
and
quick too.
facing someone.
Y'all's was like one of the most like fast paced. Like y'all's and y'all twos was like paced kind of like his and Ellis's was.
Yeah.
Like it's fast paced. Like y'all are just like back and forth, hitting each other and like just moving quick.
Well, because he likes to get on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm long, so I was trying to keep my distance. He kept on getting inside. And then when it went to me and Trenton, I was good about staying back. We stayed back from each other. Neither one of us aggressed. That's why I was so slow.
Yeah.
And
Like, y'all were trying to pace each other,
I
and
got-
it was just y'all pacing and pacing and pacing.
yeah, and I got lucky with one shot. That's all.
I ate an uppercut from hell. It kind of hurt.
Kinda hurt.
That was completely luck.
It kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Cleanest
Like-
uppercut I've ever seen thrown.
Very careful. That thing's already got
You
what?
just moved it inwards,
What?
cuz.
4 bodies?
Yeah, that thing just fell on 4 people.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because it fell on Mr.
Don't
Tinin,
join.
Christian.
Ain't
Fell-
fell on me yet.
Hadn't fell on me yet. Didn't it fall on you, Finn?
No, it fell on Gage.
Yeah, it fell on Gage.
Yeah, it fell on Gage. Yeah, it's just
So yeah, it's got 3.
definitely, yeah, but we need to be nice to the board. The board will come for you, apparently.
Yeah,
Well,
evidently it has anger
And,
issues.
yeah, and it don't like my family for some reason. I couldn't tell you.
Well, talking about boxing, fighting. You remember the commune?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I remember the commune. Of course, I can't forget the commune.
Never forgotten.
That was
Gone,
just,
but
that-
never forgotten. Actually, technically, it's not gone. I still have the.
I
last
logged on
save
to
of
it the
that
other
one.
day.
Really?
Yeah, I went to go look at something for the new one.
Mm.
I wanted to go read the Constitution of the last one just so I could like remember because I forgot some of the.
Yeah.
I forgot what the 2 positions were that wasn't the president, and it turned out it's just
It was
Congress.
everyone versus me.
Yeah, well, you see, you
Yeah,
started
that-
your own country
that
and
world
try
was
to be a
just-
terrorist.
It was just one big fight. Like,
It was.
somebody gets out of the
Because-
commune, they're done.
No matter what,
Done.
we had plans to turn on each other. Everybody was turning on each other.
I swear, dude.
Like,
Technically, I never turned on nobody. I made my intentions
yeah,
very clear
you
from
were
the
the
very
only one
beginning.
that
Nobody
really
ever
turned.
nobody ever turned on nobody. It's just
It was planned to.
everybody was
Everybody
plotting
was
on
able to get
everybody.
away. Now, I will tell you what, though. I never really had any plan. Like, my only plan was I was like, I know I'm by far the best at combat here, and I'm the most advanced whenever it comes to what I had. I was like, my best bet is to fight with everything I got, kill everybody, and then make a run for it.
I did have a plan. I wanted to be the wealthiest guy. Did that. It was actually a foot race between me and you. The whole
I was about to
time.
say, it bounced back and forth, and then there towards the end, I made a major investment. Like, what was it, like 20-something, like 28 blocks of diamonds or something?
Yeah.
Which, come to find out, also paid for the prison they planned to put me in.
Yeah, I built the whole military base for the secret. It was like an impossible prison cell to get out of. Like it would have took him forever. It was possible, but it would have took him forever and a lot of tries.
Didn't we all have netherite and we all just had the
Not me.
best enchantments you could get on it besides him?
Yeah, all of y'all did, not me.
Well, all of y'all had, y'all had just, base, you had unbreaking, prot on whatever, you had, fire prot stuff, right? No, I think all of y'all went, full protection other than, on your boots, you had feather falling.
I had mending
Had
on
fire
everything
prot.
too.
You had fire prot, too?
On my legs.
Yeah.
I had mending on mine too.
Yeah, we all had mending.
Everything.
But see, I played it smart, and I hid a Thorns 3 villager that I got from every one of y'all. Didn't nobody
It was
know I
under
had it.
Your house.
No, that was the mending villager.
Oh, that was your mended?
No, I had one hid, it was 300 blocks away or something. I had him, buried under the ocean.
I had some copies of thorns on mine.
You had, Thorns 1 or something on 1 or 2 pieces of your armor.
Yep.
But I had Thorns 3 across everything. If you hit me, whatever damage you dealt to me, you dealt to yourself as well, if not a little more.
Well, on the contrary, I had a plan to, not have to deal with that, which was just pushing you down, poison you, let you get attacked. You'll be trying to heal, and then just splash arm, hit you with a bow or something. Just keep pecking at you until you just can't do it anymore.
Yeah. You can slowly chisel away at people like that, but it only works for so long.
Well, when you're trying to save a country from a tyrant, and you have to think, you gotta think safely.
Connor, you were the tyrant in that country.
The president was the tyrant.
I didn't do anything bad.
Y'all both did. Y'all had TNT under the whole commune.
Who
Okay.
said we did?
Okay.
No, they did not. They had the tunnels dug for it.
Yep.
Oh, well. They
And
were planning.
No, we
But they
had
backed
quite
out
a,
on the plan.
We had quite a bit under there.
See?
We had quite a bit under there.
You liar.
I downloaded that world and transferred it. That way we could see just what it
Yeah,
would
me and him
do.
blew it up, dude. It blew
You
up
did tell
everything.
me that part.
There
It was 200 and something blocks away. It still made craters.
Daggum.
Yeah, dude, it was huge. This is the biggest,
I think in total we had 8 or 9 stacks of TNT under there.
Good lord.
I made sure it was going to blow up the beach. That whole island would have been turned into the ocean.
yeah, it's been a big crater, man. But, Chip, he stepped out of the line, and he tried to fight, the commune, and everybody was together, and I had to do what I had to do because I was elected president, and Chip just got, he was shown justice.
All I did was ask Trayton to come and see if he wanted to come live with
And
me.
that's war crimes.
Well, you see, that's just not what I was told.
That is war crimes.
I said, if you don't like the laws...
Andrew told me you were trying to steal my citizens, and he...
Andrew's like, look, because it was the 3 of us in a call at 2 o'clock in the morning. And Andrew's like, oh, yeah, by the way, Jordan's trying to steal Trayton from the commune. And we were like, what?
I said, he did what? And then I remember later,
It was 15 minutes later, we already found out where you lived. I already gathered up all the TNT. We made the plan to... I made a shulker box and put it in my ender chest named Jordan's Downfall.
All I did was hey, Trayton, if you don't like the laws here, you can always come live with me, and you won't have no law to live by.
Yeah, and that was an incident, a mistake. Kind of like leaving your doors locked. What happened, Trent? What happened to the... You never leave your doors locked.
No,
What
I
happened?
never lock my door. See, the thing is I go into school every day, and my keys stay in my ignition.
They really do. This is a fact.
At any given time, somebody could get in my vehicle and just push the key in, turn it over, and drive off. And it would not surprise me in the slightest if it happened. But, my truck doesn't lock automatically. So, evidently, somewhere along the way while I was sitting there on my phone, I accidentally hit the lock button. And right before I got out, because me and Connor were going to look at something inside, I guess I rolled my window up for some reason, thinking there was, I don't know, it's sunny and 75 out right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I really rolled my windows up, but evidently I rolled them up, closed my door, didn't realize I locked it. So at least it wasn't running like it was the last time the keys got locked in there.
True.
That was there forever.
But we found a pry bar, and I had a crowbar in my toolbox, and we broke into my truck about 15 to 20 minutes before this episode started.
Yeah.
And I walked in here and I found a little bar, and I picked it up and I went to take it to him and smacked my knee right on Connor's hitch.
Yeah. There's a hitch indention in your pants right now.
Yeah.
It's also covered
Yeah,
in
the
rust.
the rust came off. You can definitely tell what hit him.
There was rust on your hitch. It's on my leg now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keyword was.
Yeah.
It's not there no more.
Was.
Yeah. But,
I mean, hey, sometimes you just gotta clean things up a little
you know,
bit.
actually, I have experience with,
Locking your keys.
well, not... My doors were locked and I lost my key. And turns out it was inside, so I guess I could say I locked my keys inside my truck.
Yeah.
Well...
Was that before you got the...
No, actually, no, my doors weren't locked.
Yeah.
It was literally just, I didn't have my key and I didn't know what it was.
Did you ever find that key?
I did the other day. That's why I know it was in my truck.
Where was it?
It was, buried in between the seat and the console. I was just cleaning everything out. I was just dragging my fingers through there, pulling everything. Pulling all the way in. Just a bunch of bull crap. Stuff falls in between those crevices. They never come out.
Yeah.
That's just the oblivion.
Yeah.
That's what's,
Well, you found your key.
Found it.
Did it still have the Charmander key ring on it?
No. I don't know where that is. It's somewhere lost in my truck, I believe.
Probably.
Go figure.
Go figure.
But I had to have a guy come down here. It was like $200 something because he had to. It wasn't just because of the key. He had to code a chip. That's why it was so much.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
because,
he deleted
you can-
that key I found is garbage now. He had to he deleted it out of the system.
Yeah, you can code the keys to the truck. We have a little tablet at Ace. It's what they use, and it's got a program on it, and that's all you can use the tablet for. Just that program. You tap on the program, you go sit in the truck, you do what it tells you to do for a certain make and model. Bingo. You're ready to go.
Yeah, and then we're always more expensive than just a regular key.
Yeah, because
Always.
you can get a key made that'll just unlock your doors. You can just put in the door and unlock it, but it won't start the vehicle.
Some vehicles don't need transponders.
Yeah,
And so,
if they're older model vehicles, they don't.
They don't
But
take it. Yeah, some older model vehicles don't take a transponder, but every new vehicle does.
Oh, every new vehicle does it, which I mean is a safety precaution.
Right. Makes it a little harder, at least.
Yeah,
To try
because
and steal
you
it.
can't just get a key off somebody and just take it to somewhere like Ace or something, get a key made for it, and then just go hijack the ride later that night.
I mean, you can still hotwire the car, but then you still have to pass the security system.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna steal a car nowadays, you gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah. In which, down in Jackson and stuff, they're starting to get pretty hot and heavy on that.
On what?
Hijacking cars.
They real hot and heavy on it in Memphis.
man, I seen a video the other day
They're starting to
Right.
boost them.
where people
Yep.
during daylight like this, they go break the windows in cars and steal stuff out of it and just jump in a car and go. And it's everyday occurrences.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember where that it was, but they
Crap
would
like
just
that happens all the time,
just
everywhere.
go. Well, it was they did it, and whatever they steal, they take it back to a main thing. So this dude had a box and put fart spray in it.
Mhm.
So when they stole the bag and tried to open the bag, it just fart spray went everywhere. Yeah.
I've seen people that they'll get like those Ring doorbell cameras and stuff.
Yep.
And what they'll do is they'll like plant like a fake package or something on their front porch.
Oh, I can see how this is going.
What?
And they'll do stuff like the confetti cannons or
Yeah.
fart spray,
I kinda
whatever.
wanna do that.
That
see
would
what-
be awful.
like to watch their reaction to when they get.
I just wish I could do it with like a concussion grenade.
Ooh.
Just go like flashbanged.
Yeah,
Damn.
basically. Could you imagine like opening up a package that you think you just hijacked off somebody? They could have something like worth $1,000 in it, and then all you get is a concussed.
Imagine that like pepper spray in it.
Ooh.
I just don't. I can't understand why people do that and they're able to live with themselves. They really don't care. They have to really not care.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's just.
I don't
Guess
know.
I was
I mean,
raised
I guess
different.
it's the four of us were really raised in like a small rural area, though. I mean, Finn was raised in Memphis there for a while, for the majority of all of elementary, the majority of middle.
He came here in 7th grade.
Yeah,
I was still here every summer, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you were raised around an area like this.
yeah. Just during the school year, man, I was rocking it out in Memphis, but I was a little kid. You know, you don't notice those things when you're little.
No,
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely. This world's going crazy, man.
it's something for sure.
It's definitely something.
I mean, it's not that long ago. You got a school getting shot up. Like, I mean, that's and in Nashville. It's just right in our backyard. You know,
It's crazy.
It's wild.
a bunch of young kids didn't do anything.
And I'll
How
tell
many
you
did
what,
they said died?
9.
None.
None.
And I'll tell you what, the lady that, the whatever that done it, because evidently it didn't know how to make up its mind, that done it, they killed her. And the only bad thing about that is that you couldn't, I mean, really give her what she deserved, because she deserved a hell of a lot worse than getting a bullet between the eyes.
What she needed was a sit and rot.
I believe she's probably doing a whole lot of that right now.
Not sitting right, no.
She needed to sit and rot in jail is what she needed, and then she needed to
No,
like,
get executed.
I honest to God, and I've talked about this with a few different people, I honestly believe that if you brought back like public hangings, you brought back, guillotine, whatever.
People will stop acting up.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
everybody. You're still gonna have the
yeah, you're still gonna have the idiots that do it, but like,
Yeah.
if they know that they run the risk of, oh, I'm not gonna get the easy way out of just getting shot. No, I'm gonna get beat or electrified or burnt.
You gotta strike the fear in them.
Yeah, I mean, like, suffocation is one of the worst ways to go out, especially by a hanging.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind is going to want to commit something on that if they get caught? That's what's going to happen to them.
Yeah, they're
Exactly.
not gonna go do it because
Oh.
the fear is gonna be in them. But instead, like, I mean, seriously, it's just anybody. They live the rest of your life, and it's just tax dollars that's coming out of your pocket, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, we send them to prison for the rest of their lives, which is just as good a chance of being the rest of our lives as well.
Well, some can get out on good behavior.
Yeah, I mean, ain't no way.
Just right down the road. Well, I mean, it's been a while ago, probably in the 90s. Down 412, right before or right after you go past the Church of God, there's a little house to the left. And 19 at the time, he was driving by he was from Arkansas. He just was driving down the road with an AR-15. And he pulled up to their house. He shot my cousin and then backed out and drove away. And when they caught him, he was pulled over on the side of the road, and he was just sitting there in his car because he ran out of gas. And they come up to him, they arrested him, they had the trial. He pled mentally insane. He's not even serving life. Should have been serving life.
Yeah, and what, life is 35?
Yeah. He's serving 25 years. Just got an appeal to get it shortened.
You know, I actually watched the other night. I watched these 2 YouTube videos, and out of them there was this one. They were both 2 police investigations. Like it was the whole case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't the court case, but it was everything having to do with the investigation, all the evidence. And it was this 15-year-old boy. He had killed his dad, his mom, and his 2 little brothers in their sleep.
Man.
I mean, like it was a weird, like I don't know why I was watching it. It was like late night too. Like I was just sitting there watching it, and it's definitely something like it. And the kid pled, like he was mentally insane, right? So he's not gonna spend his whole life in a jail cell. I mean, that's just crazy to me,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm sorry, but that just don't make no sense to me.
Some people.
If you plead mentally insane, they should automatically put you in
A mental hospital, like
either put
an
you
institution like that.
in a mental institution, or you get put in solitary confinement for the rest of your life,
Well,
which is not even a 6 foot by 6 foot cell that has no light, and all you get is 3 meals a day, and that's it.
Some people fake it though. And
Yeah,
just
a lot
to
of
get
people do.
out of it. They have to be like tested or go through tests to see if it's true or not.
And now you can really do that because they can read your brain better than your brain knows itself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because there are some people that are not mentally insane.
Yeah, and like they just have issues,
Yeah,
which is, I mean, if that's the way you were born, that's the way you were born. You can't help that. But if you are mentally insane and you do something to harm somebody else and you want to plead that,
You need to be.
you need to be put somewhere
You need
for
to
the rest of your days.
Where you can't do that again.
Yeah.
Either, and I mean, that would stop people faking pleading
And-
mentally ill.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they know they're going to get put in a room that's, I think it's 5 foot by 5 foot in most prisons.
Yeah,
Most
because
federal
if you
prisons.
ain't insane, when you go in there for that long, you'll be insane by the end
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, and like that's like no joke because when you go to like a zoo or something, I heard this term in October. That's why it's on my mind, I guess. If you go to a zoo and you watch some of the animals, some of them from where they've been in there so long, they just have like that repetitive, like they've literally gone insane in their minds and they're
Oh, yeah.
walking the same loop. We watched this bear do it. I literally thought this bear was an animatronic because I sat there and watched it do it, and then I was like, no, but it was a real bear.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about then
In Ober.
Yeah, in Gatlinburg.
It was same loop, exact same steps in the exact same spot,
In the
over and
same-
over and
yeah.
over, same time, same pace, never broke it.
And then when it was time for that bear to go in and the other bear to come out, walked right in there. The other bear come out. The other bear goes back up. Does the same path.
I mean,
They'll go insane sitting in a room like that.
because I mean, you don't get to read, you don't get to write, you don't get to.
Nothing.
Literally, you have no eating utensils. They don't give you nothing that way you can harm yourself in solitary confinement. They give you nothing. Like you literally get your food and that's it.
Yep.
Your food and the clothes that's on your back.
Yep.
Yeah, but not everybody gets put in solitary confinement, though. Like, that's for the people that need to be in there, Like, that's why it's there.
Yeah.
It's just, don't be an idiot.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think they should make, like, a prison.
Yeah, no,
Or, like,
I'm with
if-
you.
Like, you make one prison that's insanely massive. And you get somebody that does something dumb. You can put them in solitary confinement for 6 months. After that 6 months is up, if they're not mentally crazy, then they'll never do nothing like that again.
No.
Because you have no human interaction.
For 6 months straight.
No.
That ain't no
On
game.
average, there's what, 30 days in a month on average?
On average.
So you say 30 times 6 is 180. 180 times 24 is whatever that is. 36,000 and something. You spend almost 37,000 hours alone by yourself. You realize what that would do to the human mind?
Yeah.
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 Because there's a YouTube video. My dad actually, he was watching it. It's I forget about top I think about colics. There's a challenge in the UK where it's the world's darkest room.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's the world's quietest room. That's the world's quietest room. That's what it is. You can't he couldn't sit in there.
No.
You can't.
Right.
He couldn't sit in there over I think it was like an hour.
You remember the Mr. Beast challenge?
Which one?
Like, there's like few of them where they're like one person that goes in this room and has no contact unless they come
Yeah.
to check on them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the
Oh,
one
yeah.
dude,
The guy that they had in there, he was like doing the challenge for a couple. Like it was how many days was it in the room?
I think he tried like a week or something.
Yeah, and then there was one where he in a house and there's a big circle around the house.
Yeah, the 100 days.
And like there was the one with the house. He posted a video not long after saying some stuff happened where he wasn't the same. Like he was, I can't remember what all he said, but he was like he wasn't feeling right and stuff.
That one was like a month-long challenge, wasn't it?
It was 100 days, I'm pretty sure.
100 days.
100 days.
Yeah, like, and that's the risk that Mr. Beast runs too, because like, if he makes sure that they don't sign something saying that they can't get him for him going mentally insane doing that, which he could have called it off at any given time, but
Yeah,
still,
he has a choice to call
you
it off.
you give somebody the option. All right, in 100 days, you can make $100 million.
It's $500,000. That's how much you got to believe. $500,000 for 100 days. I mean, that seems pretty worth it.
That's
man.
$5,000 a day.
$500,000.
That's $35,000 a week. Who in their right mind
would turn that down.
is going to turn down $35,000
The
a
only
week?
problem was like
If I ain't got
he had-
nobody to compete with, tell me I gotta stay in the house for 100 days. You know where you
I
find
don't
He
care.
had,
Even if I
like,
got to compete against
his
anybody, if I ever
wife
got the
and kids,
opportunity, I'd
his
jump
wife
at
and
it.
kids got to come visit him every once in a while, and like you
Yeah,
could
they got
see
to.
Yeah.
the happiness in his eyes every time they came and visited.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because the way that we are as humans now, like, we crave interaction. Like, if you don't have interaction, especially now that we have phones and you can email somebody, FaceTime somebody, call somebody, text somebody, snap somebody, whatever it may be, like, that's just opened up the world to where now you crave interaction with people
Yep.
at all times.
all the time.
You not
Every once in a while, I like my alone time, but still.
But you don't want to be
then-
you don't want to be alone for 3-4 days at a time.
No, even then, and even then, my phone's still going off, and I'm like, well, this is
yeah,
my
you
alone
don't
time.
text no
But
one back.
Yeah.
Neither one of
Yeah.
y'all text me back.
Who? I'll text you back.
If I had to call you or something.
You text me on messages, I'll text you back.
one Snapchat a day.
Yeah, but I don't catch myself.
I
like
get on
just
Snap,
sitting there.
but I mean, you just
If
got to catch me at the
I'm
right time.
alone
That's
or
the same
something.
for me.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm just sitting there. I'll catch myself getting on Marketplace, just scrolling through.
Yeah.
And
I don't get on. See, like I don't get on my phone like that. I don't just sit there and get on
Oh.
something. Like I'm usually, if I'm sat at a table somewhere and nobody's talking and everybody's on their phone, I'm usually just sitting there and thinking because that's just what I do.
I don't really have time for my phone, or I'm just sitting there listening to music,
Yeah.
or I'm playing a game.
Yeah. I
There's
mean,
just not a lot of time for the phone.
and how we were talking about how like you bring back torture methods or whatever earlier. The Japanese use this torture method in multiple wars, and I don't know if they still use it now or what. But what they do is they tie you down, and all they do is they just turn on a water faucet where all it does is it drips, and it drips right here, and just rolls off the top of your head. And they'll leave you there for days, like a day at a time.
that would.
It
Tick
literally
me off.
because it's a consistent drip, the same exact pattern, the same exact amount of water, everything. And it's just that repetition will drive somebody mentally crazy.
Yeah, you.
I mean, just think about that, like drip, 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 drip.
That would make.
Hitting you right there.
And you can't do nothing
for a
'cause you're
day.
tied up.
Like,
So
you can't move out of the way.
Can't move out of the way. And it's just,
that was
You just have to take it.
it would definitely be enough to go. I would probably go crazy.
Because
I
you're
would.
in a dark room, you have no light, you have no human interaction whatsoever. All you hear and all you feel is the water hit you and the water drip.
And that'd be pretty hard going to sleep while that water hitting you.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't do it.
Yeah.
Because, like, people are like, oh, well, I fall asleep to rain or whatever, but rain's not consistent.
It's not falling on your head.
No, it's not hitting you. I mean, they used that spot right there because it's, I forget exactly what it was, but it was like a,
Probably like a nerval thing.
yeah, like,
Probably.
it hits you, like, right there. And, like, you'll ever notice, like, if you feel right here, it's a little more sensitive than everywhere else. Like, right there above your eyes, like, between them. Which is where, if you kill hogs or something, and humans, like, anatomically, are most related to, like, between apes and hogs. Because the way a hog's organs are built are just like humans. And right there, where, like, if you come up and come, like, straight at a 45 off both your eyes where they cross, is where you're supposed to shoot to kill a hawk.
Well, that's our crocodile or alligator. You
Yeah.
shoot between the eyes. It's a soft
I
spot.
mean, there's a soft spot there for
Punch a
everybody,
shark.
and it's nerves.
I thought that was on the tip of the nose.
Punch a shark in the face, man.
Punch it in the
Yeah,
face.
right there. Between the
Punch.
eyes. It's either, is it the nose
It's
or is
the
it?
no-
It's
it's
the
the tip
nose.
of the
It's the
nose.
nose
Or
because the
at the
shark's
gills.
nose is really sensitive.
Yeah,
I'll
what if
tell
you
you
punch
what,
in between its eyes?
You can punch a shark. I'm on the beach. Okay.
It's
Not
either
in the water.
It's the
you can
nose and
punch
the
it.
gills is where you
All
hit
you got to do is mention jellyfish around Finn, and he's out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
If like there was a
Wow.
safe way to do it, like I knew I was gonna be safe, I'd do it. And if there was any amount of money on the line,
Well-
like not any amount of money, but it'd have to be like a good amount of money.
Like a
Or-
grand,
Like,
I'd do it for less.
$100.
No, I'd do it for more.
flip
500.
a shark over, like when they're on their back, they're asleep.
Yeah.
I'm
They
bringing
won't do nothing.
$500.
So if you flip it over, or
got two
hit it in the
fifty. You got
nose
one
or
250?
gills, that's,
What is it?
That's the weak point.
Oh yeah.
Is the nose and gills.
Congratulations,
And-
you're
I
gonna
mean-
get paid to punch a shark.
You got to think though. If you get hit in the nose, what happens to you?
It
You
hurts.
tear up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see.
You can't see nothing. You lose your sense of smell.
Man, you're describing it almost like you know.
Yeah, I felt it once or twice before.
Trenton knows a thing or two because
And
he's
you
seen it.
and then you got to think about it this
we
way.
are farmers.
If you get like if one of your lungs gets hit directly, what do you do in that situation?
you curl up and cry. It's probably
Yeah.
what you do.
You hyperventilate because you start to lose breath.
That's true.
I
You
mean,
start- you're
that-
freaking out
but-
too.
you freak out.
just
Your
gotta-
mind gets thrown off. You get thrown for a loop.
Yeah, your
I mean,
body's
you
trying to
gotta
evaluate
think,
what
on-
just happened and all that.
On this planet, there is nothing that does not have a weak point, just like we humans do.
Yep. Like,
Because other than stuff like jellyfish, everything has eyes, ears, nose, mouth, lungs, a brain.
fish don't got lungs.
They have gills, which is the same thing as lungs.
Except for the fish version.
Well,
Yeah, like they breathe, which all lungs do is just filter out the water and bring oxygen in.
yeah.
Because they have to have oxygen just like we do. Just instead of them doing straight air, they filter through water and stuff.
Well, like, sharks are predator of the sea.
Yeah.
But a killer whale they kill sharks just by flipping them over. That's all they do is flip them over. And shark don't do nothing.
This is their dead zone.
Yeah.
Speaking of flipping things over, might flip things over to a focus main end topic. Obviously, we talked about the boxing. Chip, I am bringing it back. Are you fighting this summer?
Well, if I'm supposed to be getting a new job this summer,
So it kind of just depends on that.
yeah, well, if I do get the job I'm going for, I will have Fridays, half a day,
Yeah.
sometimes, Saturdays and Sundays off. So, if I'm not tired or anything, yeah, I'll box if I get a good opponent.
100%. So I can set you
I
up
will
something
say
good.
this: your boy's going to be on the road a lot this summer. Like The plan is to go on a senior trip the week, like the Sunday after we graduate, like 2 days after we graduate.
That definitely is the plan. That
And
needs to
then
happen.
we'll get back that Saturday. I'll have that Saturday night to pack my clothes. Sunday, I've got to leave.
See, I ain't got a senior trip planned. I'm
Su-
working.
Sunday, I go to Detroit.
That Monday, I'll be with Trent. Which he said 60-hour weeks at the least, if not more, every week. I'm gonna be one busy man.
It's gonna be. We're graduating. We're gonna be in the real world, so we're gonna be working our butts off every single day. And
With what I'm doing, it's well worth it. It's well worth it for what I'm doing. I get to travel. I get to go build racetracks.
I mean,
Oh,
it's worth it for me too. The amount of knowledge that I'm gaining. I ain't even worried about the cash. The knowledge
Yeah,
is
I
insane.
was like, whenever I hired on at that job, they were like, "Do you know how to weld?" "Nope, we can teach you." "You know how to cut?" "Not really." I said, "I know the basics of all of it, but I was like, I'm not just great at it." They're like, "Hell, you'll figure it out. We got you. Don't worry about it."
yeah. Well, right now, me and Connor both are doing welding, and we're industrial maintenance, but on our electives, we chose welding, and which we're just now getting in the shop about cutting. We just got done with brazing, and we're on oxyacetylene welding.
Yeah.
I figured it out a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah. When we get back Monday,
Oxyacetylene welding is very unorthodox.
It sucks.
I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Oxyacetylene welding is very unorthodox, and you will never use it.
no, you won't.
If-
But
if you want me to
it's
be
a
honest
good
with
thing
you,
to
you wouldn't.
learn.
Yeah.
Good thing to learn.
That's how crackheads weld. If you want me to be honest with you, that's how crackheads weld.
It absolutely sucks. I've had to cut so much metal because I can't get the temperature right, but I just finally get like my beads are looking pretty good. I just gotta get the temperature warmer. I'm set. I had to help you in brazing, and once I showed you, it was really easy.
My
Dude,
grandfather,
it's so easy.
my grandfather's got a MIG welder, and that's the only welding I've ever done in my life. Twice.
You could teach a monkey to MIG weld. I'm gonna just put that out there right now.
Yeah, that's so easy. It's so easy.
I mean, as long as you know, like, so that your temperature and your I say temperature, your amps and your wire speed, as long as you know they go up like together. So like if you drop wire speed, you have to drop your amps as well. As long as you can consistently remember what you like with the way you weld, anybody can MIG weld.
Yeah, anybody can MIG weld.
It may not look the prettiest, and they say that the strongest way to MIG weld is to just hold it and slowly drag it, but it doesn't look good.
No, it don't look that good.
Now I have a question.
That's
You've
right.
MIG welded before, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever MIG welded before? Have you ever MIG welded before? Okay,
It's
so
easy.
you know there's patterns to it, right?
Yeah, you can do the little.
What do
like
you
a-
do?
Here I do. So you start over here, and then you have to like roll.
Okay, so
Just a
you do
tab.
circles.
Yeah, more like an. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe. It's more like a.
Or do you do
oval,
like a half moon?
like a half moon?
Okay,
That's
so
it.
like you go down and then go out a little further, go out, and then you just go out a little further every time and just bring it back into where you were.
Mhm.
I can't do none of that. I can't do circles. I can't do ovals. I can't do half moons. I can't do whatever you want to call them. I have to whip straight back and forth, like right, left, right, left, right, left.
I've
see,
seen it. Like that looks pretty too.
See, like I go out, come halfway back in. Go out, come halfway back in. Now I will say my welds don't look good. They don't look good.
Hey.
Like
But if it works, it works. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they will hold because don't worry. Whenever I was like, oh yeah, they'll hold. You know, Bryce was like, oh here, let me see it. He tacked it to the table real good, and then takes a I don't know where he found it because as far as I was aware, we didn't have like an actual sledgehammer. He grabs a sledgehammer and I mean just swings as hard as he can right there where my weld is. So like, if it was to fold, it was to fold in like this, not out.
Yeah.
So he hit it in the back and it just held it. I was like,
That'll do it.
they'll hold. They don't look pretty, but they'll hold.
Yeah, and like some welding classes or schools, they'll do a bend test to see if it cracks.
Oh yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
No, wasn't no bend test on mine. I just know that trailer's still going down the road.
Well, that's fair. And so are we. And by that, I mean, season 1's coming to an end, boys. I mean, we're heading down the road and we're about to, I guess, pull into the next stop, which will be season 2. And it's
The very long-awaited season.
big changes.
Are,
Big changes.
are we kind of announcing here that the next episode is going to be the finale
Next episode of the Perry County Podcast, ladies and gentlemen, will be the finale.
for
That's
season
it.
1?
That's season 1. That's it. And we hope you enjoyed this episode with Chip today. Unlike other episodes, I'm not going to ask him to step off. I'm going to tell him he can sit here. You can sit here.
I mean,
Okay.
he's
So-
been through it once before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really do appreciate y'all watching these, like, over time. I mean, it's just...
I don't know.
It's something...
I still feel like this is really a really good closed door weeks.
Yeah.
I think really,
It's definitely been something I've enjoyed, and I really appreciate everybody's support.
really, I think it's more beneficial for me personally than it is for them.
Man,
Yeah, and like with us not having not filming the past few weeks, I've missed this. Like
Me
I've
too.
Yeah, it's just been...
I've genuinely missed sitting
like,
down,
sitting back and doing it again makes
just
me...
talking about everything that's happened.
Yeah.
It throws off the week completely
I'm
when
not
we don't
part
film.
of the crew or anything, like the official podcast crew, but like it's amazing
Just-
to get to talk
yeah.
to y'all because we don't get to talk really
Oh,
throughout the
yeah.
week. And just coming in, and I'm excited to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's best just sitting here talking about stuff that has happened over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Because I met him in 7th grade. I think we met in 6th in junior pro basketball when you still had the glasses.
What? Okay, so I wore glasses up until our freshman year.
Yeah, and then I met Connor freshman year. Me and him hit it off.
I mean, what can I say? Everybody...
But I've
But, I
known
mean-
y'all for forever, and it's just great sitting back talking to buddies.
Yeah, it is. And, yeah.
I have a feeling over time this is going to change just slightly, but I feel like it's slowly changing for the better with every episode.
100%.
Yep. For sure.
Only getting better, only going up. And hopefully that subscriber count is, if you are not subscribed, please hit that red button. Nice little transition. I know, I'm pretty cool with that. Good. Now, thank you so much for watching. And as always, come back next week for the finale. Because it's just our nature. See you guys.
Peace out.